So I put out that video on the intent of social media, and I did it for a reason, because a lot of times people get into social media like YouTube and they feel like this is a place where you gonna make it big, and then you just gonna be a YouTuber. But I just hate to tell y'all, that's not real. It's not really real. And you can be a YouTuber, but you got to be bringing something to the table. And a lot of people don't realize that they have to bring something to the table. YouTube is not a place for you to just sit and that's it. Usually the people that you do see, they're bringing something to the table. Even if it looks like they're just showing you their personal life, they're probably advertising for somebody. And a lot of people don't realize that. So they get on here and they're like, oh, their life looks fancy. They look like this. It must have been that YouTube put them up on it. It's not that YouTube didn't put them up there, because they do hand you a check. But the thing is that you have to be already in the process of trying to get your own check. So they're not going to let you get on their platform and just eat all day long. And that's the only way that you're going to eat. They want to see you bring something to the table. And so a lot of people get on here feeling like, oh, well, I just need to show my day in the life. That's what I did when I first got started. And I got on social media, started sharing my personal life, started sharing certain things. But I realized that my social media wasn't going nowhere. I was still not making no money, and I wasn't monetized. So that's when I had to look around and say, okay, well, if this is not working, I need to figure out what is working. And I said, these people are online, and I know they have to be making money. So that's when I started getting into online money making. How to make money online. And digital marketing popped up. And it kept showing itself over and over and over again. And I started getting into it. And I started realizing that the only way I was going to be successful was if I actually learned the skill. If I'm not trying to learn the skill, no, I'm not going to make it on social media. Because all those people that you have seen that has made it and are still making it, because there's such thing as you blowing up and getting all the way up there, right? And then you're going to fall right back down because you didn't know how to blow up when you got up there. See, you didn't know what to bring to the table. So therefore they were like, oh, you ain't bringing nothing. Boop. Back down. I have seen too many. I study content creators, y'all. I study them. I do this stuff all the time. When I'm not here at this job, even whenever I'm here, my mind is constantly on what is one way that I can improve myself, and what is one way that I can help somebody else to be improved. So I study this stuff, and I realize that, look here, you got to be bringing something to the table. When you learn the skill of digital marketing, you will see what you need to bring to the table. But a lot of people think that you can just get on social media and just make it by just looking cute all day. And I did. I thought the same thing. But it's not just being cute all day. You really do have to bring something to the table. You need to be teaching somebody something. YouTube is a huge search engine. If you have a product, you need to really, really be putting that product out there. Why? Because YouTube is going to help others to discover your products, your services. As I told y'all before, you are telling your journey. Telling everybody, this is how I got here. This is what I'm doing. This is what I did to get here. And you have to be offering something along the way. If you notice, people that take vacations and travel people, okay? They travel all the time. And it's like YouTube really picks up on their stuff. Why? Because they're showing people around the world. They teaching other people that it's stuff out here that you can do. That you can travel and spend more money. And so overall, it's helping the economy. So when you come to YouTube, don't just come to YouTube with you just thinking that it's just all about you. Because that's what it seems like. YouTube, you would think that it would be all about me, but what can I bring to the table? That's why I got myself into digital marketing, because I said I ain't about to be struggling trying to figure out, trying to be the next big thing. Instead, I'm going to learn this skill and I'm going to see what I can bring to the table. Because I know that if I'm trying to do this for the long haul, you got to learn the skill. Because being cute all day ain't going to get you there. But the skill will get you there. Strategies will get you there. But you got to take the time to learn. That's what you got to do. If you really want to be successful on social media, take the time to learn these platforms. Study them. And then it will make sense. It will make sense why your videos wasn't popping off and doing what they were supposed to be doing. Because I see why my videos wasn't doing what they were supposed to be doing. When you study it, when you strategize, you start to see. So that's what I'm going to tell y'all. If your videos ain't going to where you want them to be going, if you feel like you're not growing the way that you want to be growing, we need to reevaluate this thing and see what's wrong. And it's probably because you're not bringing nothing to the table. So let's try to do that.